Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for stopping by if you're new, and welcome back if you're already a subscriber. My name's Crystal and today we are going to go through my Pro MUA kit. Now this is a video that I have done last year and now I'm filming an updated version for you guys this year. Now I have curated my kit a lot smaller to what it used to be because I know what products work for me, and sometimes more isn't more. Knowing your products and carrying the best products with you, sometimes it's all you need to do, so you don't need to carry nearly as much as you think you might need to carry. So today we're going to do an updated Pro MUA kit reveal for you guys. I know you guys really liked this one last year, so I am going to do it again for you guys a year later. If you like this kind of content, do not forget to subscribe to my channel and also give this video a big thumbs up. I really appreciate it. It really helps me out with the algorithm. Also, don't forget to go and check me out over on Instagram. My handles are on the screen for you guys to go and check me out over there. And without further ado, let's just get straight into the video. Okay, so this is my Pro MUA travel case. If you have seen my MUA kits from last year, my Pro MUA kit from last year, you guys would know that I use the Atoll Collective Pro travel case. This is the large size. This holds so much stuff, like I can't even describe to you. Also, I'm not dressed to impress today. I'm filming this part of the video separate to the day that I did my intro, and I'm literally in like gym tights and like a whatever top. So yeah, ignore that. But this is what I use. This holds so much stuff. It's incredible and it's reasonably priced as well. I think it's around about $175 when I purchased it. I'm not quite sure if it's still that price now, but honestly, you can't go wrong with this. It's not too expensive in comparison to say like the Zuka case and stuff like that. So I absolutely love it, and this is an Australian brand and I love supporting Australian. So we'll start with the side pouches here. So in this side pouch, I just carry some backups of my Icicle and my MAC brush cleaner. So this is to ensure that everything is sterilized and hygienic, and then this is also a quick spot cleaner for your brushes. This will not completely clean your brushes. It's only a spot cleaner, so you will need to deep clean your brushes when you're at home, but when you're doing a large party of clients, especially for brides or debutante balls or something like that, this is a lifesaver. And honestly, you need to be carrying this with you because hygiene is at the heart of everything right now, and as a makeup artist you need to display that you are super hygienic and making sure that your makeup is clean for every single user. So Icicle can be purchased at Priceline in Australia. Super inexpensive. This is just a spray, like a little spray bottle thing, but you can get them in much bigger bottles as well. This is just more travel friendly. So they're just backups, and then in my pouch down here I keep backup nappy bags as well, because you would be surprised how much of a mess you make on site when you're doing somebody's makeup, like with Q-tips, cotton rounds, makeup wipes, you name it, you're going to make a mess. So it's really good to have these just to make sure that you pick up after yourself and you don't make a mess of your client's space. So these are backups separate to my hygiene kit. So I do have a video on my channel which is of my hygiene kit, but these are just backups in case I run out of something or I've forgotten something or whatnot. So I like to have those there. This pouch here also holds backups as well. So I carry tissues in here, backup Q-tips, which is not sealed. Just quickly seal that up. So yeah, so tissues, Q-tips. I also have lip wands in here as well. And I also have some backup little spoolies here as well. So they just sit in the front as backups for if I ever forget anything or run out, which is very rare, but I would rather be over prepared than under prepared. So let's get into the good stuff. So once you get into this big pouch, this is where all my makeup and all that stuff sits. This pouch has literally nothing in it. If you watched my old Pro MUA travel kit, this used to hold a lot of my eyeshadow palettes, but I don't carry as many eyeshadow palettes as I used to. That's why I can fit it all in here. So this just drops down. And there is stuff in the front. So if I can show you just really quickly here, I keep my eyelash glue, 3 lip liners, my Inglot Duraline, which is like super important. So this is the Inglot Duraline. It extends the life of your pot eyeliners, your pomades, all that sort of stuff. That is really good for bringing things back to life. And then I also have some Tatcha blotting sheets, which is really good as well if you have an oily client. Also in the front here I keep just a hair clip. And I also have this Cune Style Gloss Brilliant Gloss Spray. I don't do hair, like I just do makeup, but you'd be surprised how many people actually want to try this, and it's really, really good stuff. And there's just a little sample there too, so I just pop that in front. And then I also have all of my brow stuff in the front down here as well. You probably can't see, but I keep Gimme Brow, 3D brow tones, Goof Proof. So the Goof Proof is in the shade 3. Yep, so shade 3. I also have another Gimme Brow in the shade 2 as well. And then I keep a whole bunch. This is really, really not professional, I suppose, in terms of showing you guys, but I have the Foolproof Brow Powder in the shade 3. I also have the Precisely My Brow in the shade 3. I also have the MAC Stylized Eyebrow Style Pencil in the shade... I'm not sure. I don't know. I think it is in the shade Stylized. I think that's actually the shade name, but it's just the MAC Eye Pencil. And then this one is in Spiked, which these two are really, really common shades to use. And then I also have the 24-Hour Brow Setter, which is just a clear brow setter. The Ka-Brow in the shade 3 from Benefit. And then I also have a Dip Brow Pomade in Soft Brown by Anastasia Beverly Hills. So all of that just sits down the front in one of the 3 pouches that's in the front down here that I sort of showed you guys. Not really too well, but I did show you guys. So they just sit in the front part here. There's 3 of these containers, and that's where those things sit. So getting into the bulk of my collection, this top little pouch here has a bunch of little go-to things that I need. So I have things like my Garnier Micellar Water, hand sanitizer, super, super important. You must have this on site with you. I have my eyelash curlers in here. I also have my MAC palette for when I put my makeup and stuff on there to be very sanitary. I also have the spatula to go with that as well. I have eyelash glue in here too. Some more clips are in here as well. I also have a sharpener in here. Sharpener, tweezers, and a pair of scissors. You will need them no matter what. I also have 2 backup little mascaras in here just in case. One for top lashes and one for bottom lashes. So the top one is the Tarte Lights Camera Lashes, and the bottom one is the MAC Giga Black Lash Mascara. And then I also have some individual lashes, but they're looking a bit banged up, so I probably wouldn't use those because they're not sealed, but they're in there anyway just in case. So all of those belong in my little pouch. Just chuck that to the side. Now, I don't like carrying big palettes with me because they take up a lot of room. Like if you're just getting into makeup, they really are a great investment. And the 3 that I have here are from Morphe. They're a little bit dinged up because I've used them so much. So I have the original Jaclyn Hill palette. This is really, oh my gosh, this is really, really good if you are just getting into makeup with brides and all that sort of stuff. So I definitely recommend this one because there's such a versatility of eyeshadows, and honestly the inner corner highlights here are incredible. You basically can't get better. And then I also have this one in here just in case somebody asks for something really random. It's the Jaclyn Hill number 2. Lots of colors in there, but there are some neutrals in there too, which is good to refer back to if you are looking for those brown shades. But it's good to have a colorful palette just in case somebody asks for something really, really crazy. So I have that one, and then I also have the Morphe 35R. This is just a neutral palette as well. It has lots of browns and golds in it, so super, super versatile for a lot of different clients because generally they are looking for a neutral look, and these palettes can give that to you, which is really, really great. So popping that to the side, the first little container that I have here is, it's a little bit miscellaneous in terms of what's in here. So I've got mascaras, eyeliners, lipsticks, pigments, gel pot liners, glitter glues. It's kind of a bit of everything in here. So what I'm going to do from here, I'm going to do it just like I did in my original video. I'm going to go through everything that's in here, but we're going to do it as a cutaway, and we're going to go through it together. Okay, so I've zoomed you guys into the first little bag. We'll open it up together and go through everything that's in here. I absolutely adore everything that is in this. I think it's super reliable, 100% would back it every single time. So we can go through my little pigments first. I love loose pigments if I want to have like a real wow factor with a bridal look. So what I have is the Anastasia Beverly Hills loose pigment in the shade Daiquiri. This is absolutely stunning. This is from a summer collection. It's pink with a gold reflect, which is very unique. I have the shade Sand, which is this coppery sort of shade, which is very popular, and the shade Crystal from that collection as well. And I love this because it's the same name as me. And it's this beautiful icy shade. I also have the Hourglass Scattered Light in the shade Reflect. This is absolutely stunning. So many brides love this. It looks really, really good for a coppery look, which is very popular. I also have the Makeup Forever Starlit Powder in the shade 13. This is a beautiful gold shade. It works really, really well as a highlighter as well. But yeah, it can be made really, really intense. I do want to get more of these. I think they're stunning. I also have the Inglot. This is the Body Sparkle in the shade 54. This is absolutely stunning. It's like a white with a gold reflect. I'm not quite sure if you can see it there, but it comes up so beautiful on the eyes. It just doesn't have a sifter, so it kind of goes everywhere, but you make it work. So I have a bunch of eyeliners here. So these are my go-tos. I have the MAC eye pencil in Coffee. Like you guys would have seen me use this a million times on my channel. I have one for me and I have one for clients. I love it that much. I also have a Fake Awake by Tarte. This is just a crayon. Sometimes I like to go for a brighter waterline versus using the Coffee eye pencil. So I have this for versatility. I also have a white. This is just from Colourpop. It's just literally a white felt tip. And I've just gotten that all over my fingers. So literally sometimes people will ask you for something really random. So I like to have this just in case. And then I also have a Fenty Beauty, I think this is called the Fly Liner. And this is just a black felt tip liner. So I have them on hand, which is really good. And then the mascaras of choice at the moment, outside of the ones that I had in my little pouch, I have a MAC Giga Black Lash Mascara, and I have the Anastasia mascara as well. This is actually growing on me. I didn't like it initially, but this is, oh, am I in the frame? This is growing on me a lot more the more that I use it on my clients. So no transfer, all that good stuff, and the packaging is stunning. But the MAC one is a tried and true. If you haven't used this in your kit, you 100% need to get it. So other eyeliners that I have in here are gel pot liners. Look, I like to be able to mix up between the two. So I have the Inglot 77 black liner, the MAC Dark Majesty. This is literally a black with some glitter in it. Something a bit more unique. You can't really tell there's glitter in it unless you really look closely. I also have a white pot concealer from Colourpop as well, just in case somebody wants something really random. I've got it. And then I also have, what does this say? This is called Nightshade by MAC. I've used this a lot. It's this beautiful burgundy shade. I've had to use the Inglot Duraline to bring this back to life once, but it's absolutely stunning. If somebody doesn't want to wear black, this is a really, really good alternative. So another single shadow that I have in here is just by Kiko Milano. This is a wet to dry. It's in the shade 200. I love this. I think it's absolutely stunning. It's a really, really beautiful, versatile shade. And then I also, oh, here, I missed an eyeliner, sorry. This is just the Heavy Metal by Urban Decay. It's just this like glittery liquid eyeliner. I don't really use it too often, but I have it just in case. I feel like that's all I say. I have it just in case. I also have my glitter glue by NYX. Honestly, not too expensive, really easy to use. And then I have my lip glosses. I only have 3 lip glosses that I use. I have the Hourglass Unreal lip gloss in the shade Provoke. I love this. It's so beautiful. I have the Mecca Max Rude Nude by them. It's a really, really beautiful nude lip gloss. Can't really complain. And this is one that I got recently for my birthday. It's actually really nice on clients. I haven't actually ever used it on myself, but I've only used it on clients and it's stunning. It's the Madison Beer by Morphe. It's in the shade Mercury. It's absolutely gorgeous. So I'm not quite sure if you can still get it, but it's definitely something that's out there. So the 2 liquid lipsticks that I have is the Kylie Jenner liquid lipstick in the shade Bear and also Caramello by Stila. These 2 are my favorite in terms of liquid lipsticks. I just think that they're beautiful. So I've got those ones. Now getting into my bullet lipsticks, I have my tried and true Huda Beauty Prom Night and Anniversary. I love these two. I've used these a million times on my channel. I've had backups and backups of these. If I'm going to go for a nude look, I generally go for these two mixed with Blankety by MAC. So this is Blankety by MAC. I've had literally 7 of these tubes. They're so popular with clients and also personally. I love mixing Blankety with Anniversary. This is like my perfect nude. But if you're going for something a bit more pinky, this is the way to go. So that's those. And then I also have 2 more by MAC in here. I have Cream in Your Coffee and Shrimpton. So this is Shrimpton here. Beautiful warm nude, and then this is Cream in Your Coffee here, something a little bit deeper. The mature brides tend to like this shade a bit better, and then also if you have a bit more color to your skin, Shrimpton looks really good as well. Like if you have a fake tan or anything like that, this looks really good. So next up I have my Charlotte Tilbury ones. I don't really like these personally on me, but they look really good on brides. So I have Pillow Talk, Very Victoria, and Penelope Pink. I'm not quite sure. They're the 3 shades just there. Basically all nudes, pinky nudes, and yeah, so I use them. Very Victoria is probably this one. It's probably my favorite out of the 3, to be honest. It's just this one here. I love it. I think it looks really good on a lot of different people, so I definitely go for that. And now these are my miscellaneous ones. So I have Buff by Anastasia Beverly Hills, which is a really beautiful dusty color. I also have Barbara by Nars. I've talked about this quite a few times on my channel. I'm thinking of wearing this myself for my wedding day, but I absolutely love it. And then a deeper look is the Urban Decay 1993. I love this. I think it looks really good for more vintage boho sort of brides. I think it looks really good. And that's everything in that particular compartment. So I'll just put everything back. I really probably do need to think of a better way to store this stuff, but it just works for me. I've got everything that I need and I can see it all. So that's everything for that container. Okay, so the next container is my eyeshadow palettes. This is like bursting, but everything in here I absolutely love. So we're going to go through them together now. And honestly, like you can see on the top, Natasha Denona gets a mention in this particular one. I love it. This is the Glam Palette. I've used this quite a few different times on clients. Everybody loves the way it looks. Everybody thinks they're getting a really luxurious experience, especially if they know makeup. They know that Natasha Denona is a luxury experience. So using this on them really does make it feel like they're getting a curated, really special experience. I also have my Inglot palette. I made this myself when I was over in England. I love all these shades. I think they look absolutely beautiful. You can use them as a palette together, or you can mix them with other palettes. That's what I tend to do. I mix them with other ones. I have literally all of my Huda Beauty palettes here. So I have the Naughty Nudes, the Desert Dusk palette, the Mercury Retrograde, and the New Nudes. So this is what the New Nudes looks like. So this is what the Mercury Retrograde looks like. I don't really use this one so much, but I like to have it in case. Desert Dusk, I use this one a lot. And this is the Naughty Nudes. I did do a review on this on my channel. I have that linked in the description below for you guys if you want to know my thoughts on this palette. So I have those. I have a bunch of Anastasia Beverly Hills. I have Soft Glam, Sultry, and the Amrezy. So Soft Glam looks like this. Sultry just looks like this. I love this one so much. I'm so sad that's limited edition. And then I also have my Amrezy, which I dip into quite a lot as well. And then I also have my Madison Beer by Morphe palette. This is a really beautiful palette. It's small, thank goodness, because Morphe does massive palettes all the time. I love that this is small, and I do still have my sheet in there just in case. And then I have my smaller palette. So I have my Give It To Me Straight by Colourpop. This is probably my favorite thing ever from Colourpop, ever. I'm not really a huge fan of Colourpop, but I do really like these palettes. And then I also have this is the medium nude from Huda Beauty, the little 9-pan. You'd be surprised how much I use this. I absolutely love the formula of Huda Beauty, and these are just so travel friendly. So I'm just going to pop everything back. So that's everything for my eyeshadow little pouch. So now we are going into a bit more of a miscellaneous sort of pouch. This has powders, highlighters, bronzers, blushes, eyeshadow palettes, sorry, eyelashes, not eyeshadow palettes, and also eye primers as well. So this is a bit miscellaneous, but I know exactly what everything is and it makes it easier for me to find everything. So starting with the powders, I only carry 3 loose powders. It's probably still too much, probably only need 2, but these are like the most tried and true reliable ones. So I have my Laura Mercier loose translucent powder, default, everybody knows what that is. I also have the Hourglass Mineral Veil powder. I've used this a million times on my channel. I love it. I also have the Fenty Beauty lavender powder. I literally have like never used this. Well, on myself anyway. I've used them on really fair clients. I've used it on myself literally once. It doesn't really work for me because I do fake tan, but for fair clients, this is really great for that brightening effect. So I just keep that in case, and it's like spilt everywhere. Look at that. It's like all through my case now. Anyway, so moving on to highlighters, I have my Natasha Denona I Need a Nude Glow. Love this. You just have to use the right brush with it because it is quite dry in formula. Also other highlighters, I carry the Bobbi Brown Beige Highlighter Brick. Can't open it. Here we go. Love this. Beautiful. I also have my MAC Double Gleam. Love this as well. It looks so good on the skin. And then I have Opal by Becca. This is also like a tried and true beautiful one for brides and debutantes and stuff like that. So I love that. And then moving on to bronzers, I carry 4, which now it's got powder all over it. I have to clean all that up. So I have the MAC Give Me Sun, oldie but a goodie. I also have the Fenty Beauty Shady Biz. This is also a really good one. I have the Hoola Benefit because everybody loves Hoola Benefit. It looks so good on so many different skin tones, skin types, all that good stuff. Oily, dry, it works. So I like to carry that one. And then I do have a cream bronzer as well. It's my Chanel Soleil Tan de Chanel bronzer. I don't use this too much because I'm not really a fan of creams, but I do have it just in case. So I've used it a couple of times, but as like a base, and then I end up putting a powder over the top. So yeah, put the one just in case I need it. Eye primers, I have the MAC Painterly Paint Pot. It's like a pinky based eyelid primer. I actually really love these, oldies but goodies. Also got Soft Ochre in here as well. Again, another popular one. And then I also have the P. Louise Eye Base in Rumor 2. I don't like this personally, but it seems to work really well with my clients. I think it's just because I have really hooded eyes and this doesn't work for me. But if you don't have hooded eyes, it works really well. I have a bunch of lashes here. So I tend to use Socialized lashes. It's Carissa Pukas. I think that's her name. That's how you say it. It's her brand, and honestly, they're really great. So I have 2 Vixen lashes here. I also have 1 Desire lash, and then I also have 1 of Minx 2.0. And then I also have a Cara lash, which is my default lash that I wear on my channel all the time because people always ask. So I have 1 of them just in case. Now everything that's left is blushes. So I have 5 MAC blushes that I carry. So I have Melba. Actually, that's not going to work. Melba, which just looks like this. I have Harmony, which I do use as a bronzer on more fair brides, but it's a brownie sort of color. I have one of my favorites, which is Mocha. I have Gingerly, again, one of my favorites, really popular. And then I have Margin, which is a frost finish, I believe, and it just gives a really nice glow to the cheeks. I also have my Papa Don't Peach blush here as well. I have a Marc Jacobs Flesh and Fantasy blush, air blush. I don't know what they're called exactly. This again is for my more fair brides. It looks really good on them. And then I just have the Milani Luminoso. Everybody knows what this looks like. You've got to have it on hand. It's a very reliable blush. So that's everything for this particular compartment. And I'm just going to put everything away. And that's everything for this particular container. Okay, so now we're moving on to my final container out of my MUA kit. This has all of my base products. This is like chock-a-block full of stuff, but I also feel like this is probably the most expensive part of an MUA kit to grow and develop, because you need to get enough variation in your base shades in order to make sure you can cater to a number of different clients. So I tend to do a lot of clients that are fake tan, so I generally know what kind of shade I'm going for, but yeah, I have a variation all the same just to be sure. I have a Bondi Sands Glow Gloss Finish Glow Skin thing. I don't actually know what this is called. I think it's called a Gloss Finishing Glow. That's what it's called. Bondi Sands Gloss Finishing Glow. Sorry guys. I use this on their décolletage just to really amp things up. I have 3 setting sprays. I have my 2 favorites, which is the Glow Recipe Watermelon Ultra Fine Mist and the MAC Fix Plus Rose. This is really, really good. And I also have my Morphe setting spray. Inexpensive, really, really good quality. I have that on hand. And then I have just an this is an under eye brightener by Becca. This is in the lighter shade, light medium. I really need to get the medium D because the apricot shade is stunning as well. For concealers, I have a variety. I have my Nars Soft Matte Complete Concealer. I also have a number of doe foot applicator ones. So I have the Born This Way Multi Sculpting Concealer in Vanilla. Love this. I have the Fenty Beauty 120 Concealer, the Pro Concealer. I have one of my other favorites, which is the MAC Pro Longwear Concealer in the shade NC20. I love it. The Tarte Shape Tape in the shade Light. And I also have a Makeup Revolution Conceal and Define in C2. So I have a variation of deeper shades and more fair shades. And then I also have my primers. So I have a couple of primers in here. I have the Tatcha, the Silk Canvas in the solid form. I love this. I want to get the liquid form. I have the Fenty Beauty Pro Filter Primer. I love this. And then I also have a MAC Strobe Cream as well, which I use both on myself and in my kit. It's actually really, really, really nice. So oldie but a goodie. And then I also have one more. I call this a primer, but it's my Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Flawless Filter. You can't really tell because the name's like rubbed off, but this is in shade number 2. So I love that. Everything else in here is foundation. So I have the Dior Backstage foundation in the shade 2N. I also have the Pro Filter foundation by Fenty in the shade 200. I also have 2 Laura Mercier foundations, the Flawless Fusion Ultra Matte foundation in the shade Cashew and the Luminous version in the shade Tawny. I love both of those. I have 2 MAC foundations. These are the Studio Fix Fluids in the shade NC10 and NC35. Very, very different. I've spilt a bit on there as well. But yeah, you can't go wrong with a little bit of MAC Pro Longwear. Good stuff. I also have the MAC Studio Sculpt in the shade NW15 and NC20. I don't love these, but I do keep them on hand for mature skin because it does work really, really well for that. And then I also have my Urban Decay Stay Naked in the shade 30WY. Then I have my Vanish Hourglass foundation in the shade Buff. I really want to get the stick version. I don't love that as much as I thought I would. I also have the Huda Beauty Cheesecake foundation. I'm running out of space. I also have the Anastasia Beverly Hills Luminous Foundation in 250C. And then last but not least, one of my absolute favorites, the Nars Punjab foundation. This is the Natural Radiant Longwear foundation. Absolutely love this. This looks so good in photography and so good on brides. Literally not enough amazing things to say about it. That's everything from my base little pouch. So I'm going to pop everything back now. Again, probably not the best way to store things. I will come up with a better method eventually, but for now, this works for me. But that is everything in my base pouch. So guys, that is everything for my Pro MUA kit that is my 2021 curated collection. I love this pouch. If you are considering looking at this particular travel case, I highly recommend it for the price. It's very durable, like super easy to keep clean, and there's so many pouches in here. Like, I never fill all my pouches to the top, not anymore anyway, not since I curated everything. It does have, like, I'm not quite sure if you can see, but it does have like a little trolley handle just here and a top handle as well, which makes it super easy to carry around. But literally, I can't say enough amazing things about this. I will have my makeup collection for 2020 in the description box below for you to go and check that out if you are interested in seeing how my collection has changed over the year and what I use more now for my clients versus what I used to use. And I will also have this case linked in the description box below if you are interested in purchasing this particular case. This video is not sponsored. I just love this case to death, so I definitely recommend it. Thank you so much for watching this video, you guys. If you made it to the end, do not forget to comment a love heart emoji in the comments below. Thank you again for watching this video. I really appreciate it. Do not forget to subscribe before you leave, and also give this video a big thumbs up. And I hope you have a lovely day, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Thanks, guys. Bye.